Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 3 of the BBL. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelwings. We are taking on somebody who I'm very looking forward to taking on, CB Marcus. If you guys are unfamiliar, CB Marcus has done so much work, in the capacity of which I'm familiar with him, so much work helping out not only myself, but so many other of your favorite coaches with a lot of back-end things, involvement with just making our leagues run smoother. So big thank you to him. Big shout out to him. Really looking forward to it. We've only interacted in that instances before. Very looking forward to actually getting a chance to play him today. So hope you guys are excited. If you are new, subscribe, leave a like if you love Pokemon Draft League content as well. There will be some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production if you guys want to hop right on ahead to the battle. Definitely recommend you guys stick around so you guys know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. But certainly, you know, if you're going to do what you can do, then, you know, just make sure you watch the whole thing. So we definitely have our work cut out for us this week. Super scary team. Looking forward to it from like a professional side of things, of like we finally get to like do this and like create a battle and have fun. As a battler just generally, I'm super nervous. Like I love his team. Let's go ahead and start talking about it. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Palkia, Dragapult, Zapdos, Excadrill, Tentacruel, Tyranitar, Gardevoir, Ribombee, Hisuian, Voltorb, and Mienshao. His only Terra Captain is Excadrill, which is terrifying because he has Sand support in Tyranitar, some insane Dragon offense in Dragapult and Palkia, Web's potential with Ribombee, a lot of fast Pokemon. Just soup. I mean, like every 3 Pokemon on his team are below base 100. Even if we exclude Hisuian Voltorb from like the mix, like everything is fast. It hits hard. It's gonna be our work cut out for us here. So let's go ahead and start talking about the team. The first Pokemon we are bringing this week is going to be Goku the Iron Hands. Now he is rocking his Assault Vest, and we are running Terra Grass this week. Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Supercell, Slam, and Volt Switch. We have 216 EVs in attack, 148 in defense, 144 in special defense with an Adamant Nature. What does this do for us? So the big thing here with Iron Hands is that I feel like Excadrill is going to be just such a prominent force of offense on his team that I want a very reliable ground check. And that is with Terra Grass Iron Hands, being able to take that, hold on to that a little bit better, you know, take some of the super effective coverage off of things like, you know, maybe like Earth Power Palkia, Tyranitar going for any sort of like ground coverage moves, Psychic and Fairy moves from Gardevoir or Ribombee, you know, just giving us that extra bulk there to help us out. I think the coverage across the board is really great. You know, Drain Punch is always good for the recovery, going super effective in Excadrill prior to Terra. Tyranitar hits everything for good neutral damage if it doesn't resist it. Ice Punch is great, neutral damage on Palkia, super effective on Dragapult, on Zapdos, which is always good. Supercell Slam, very strong, hard-hitting move, getting neutral damage off on Zapdos, doing great damage into things like Tentacruel as well. Volt Switch is there, nice for a little bit of momentum if Excadrill does terrestrialize outside of that ground typing. We do have a very slow pivot into some of our other Pokemon. Next up, this one may seem a little odd, but I want to talk through it here because he's got some threats that could deter this, but I've got some thoughts in mind on it. Next one up is going to be Boo the Clefable. Now, Boo is rocking his leftovers with the Magic Guard ability. We have Moonblast, Knockoff, Wish, and Protect. 252 EVs in HP, 4 in special attack, 252 in special defense with a Calm Nature. With this spread, we want something that's really going to be able to... So, I need a Fairy type for Palkia and Dragapult. Like, I just need that. Like, I can't get away with just Metagross as our Steel type. To resist some of these things, I really want, like, I need that immunity. They cannot just drop Spatial Wrens, Dragon Darts, Draco Meteors. So that's where we're going with Clefable. Dragapult and Palkia both hitting very hard from the special side. Zapdos very specially offensive. Tentacruel more likely specially offensive if it shows up. Gardevoir especially offensive. Ribombee especially offensive. Very like his hard hitters physically are there, and we can pseudo counter those, but as far as special offense goes, we need that dedicated answer. And bringing this to a matchup with Excadrill in the sand doesn't feel the best to me, as well as like Tentacruel potentially being being here and potentially like being offensive in some capacity, is kind of scary. But I think as long as we can play to our outs with the team as it is, we can preserve Clefable to be able to help out with a lot of those special threats. Next up, We do have Frieza. Frieza is rocking his choice scarf with the pressure ability, Psycho Boost, Superpower, Spikes, and Teleport. We have 64 EVs in attack, 252 in special attack, 192 in speed with a naive nature. Why are we running a 150 base speed Pokemon with a choice scarf? Great question you asked that. Scarf Dragapult is an option if he wants to outspeed like Scarf Garchomp. Let me pull up the speed tiers here. Let's pull up like, you know, a Scale Shot Garchomp if he wants to outpace like Scarf Chi-Yu, things like that. Like, it just helps out that much more for him. But this also outpaces with as much speed as we have in the Scarf. It actually outpaces Excadrill and Sand as well. Excadrill and Sand has a potential to hit 604 in Sand. And with our overall speed stat, we are coming in at 422 times time and a half, 633. So we are going above and beyond that. And I think that's also above to like max speed choice scarf Dragapult. 421 times 1.5, 631. Yep. So 422, we're hitting just above that to make sure we outspeed literally anything. It'll be nice. Psycho Boost is really great. The Pokemon that don't appreciate it. The Pokemon that do appreciate it really don't like the superpower. If we can get sort of a spike off on a switch, that could be very nice. And then Teleport for the negative priority if we kind of get into sort of a mind game. If we get to that situation where like Deoxys scares something out and we can predict that switch, going for a spike could be pretty beneficial to us. Next up, we do have a Mon that is on a little bit of its last leg with the team, depending on how this match goes, is Gohan the Manaphy. And that's interesting that I say that because we have not brought Gohan to a match yet. It really hasn't felt like Gohan, I feel like, has this weird pressure for me of it needs to be, like, my bulky water is usually a little bit more defensive. And to me, I always look at Manaphy with like, but there's Tail Glow. But we could also Tail Glow. So there's always the 50-50 of trying to figure out how it should be run in the team building process. And maybe while I'm pilled into thinking that Tail Glow is the right option, maybe a more defensive set is there. So that kind of, so we'll see how he does this week. But he's rocking a Citrus Berry. We have Calm Mind, Scald, Alluring Voice, and Psychic. 228 EVs in HP, 28 in special attack, 252 in speed with a timid nature. With the speed investment, we're of course speed tying all the base 100s and outspeeding anything that is not base 100 or below, which is great. 28 EVs in special attack at +1 allows it so Alluring Voice is, I believe, a 2-hit KO on uninvested Palkia, which is really nice. And then the rest just tossed into HP for general bulk. Scald, Alluring Voice, and Psychic do a great combination to CB Marcus' team. Alluring Voice for the Dragapult, Scald for the Rabombi, Psychic for the Mienshao, Alluring Voice for the Palkia, Scald into the Zapdos, Psychic for the Tentacruel, Psychic for Hisuian Voltorb. Excadrill, we want to figure out the Terra type, of course. Scald for the Gardevoir and Scald for the Tyranitar as well. So that is going to be Gohan the Manaphy. Next up, we are bringing Tien the Metagross. He is holding his air balloon this week. All 4 air balloons with all 4 of those arms. With the Clear Body ability, we have Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Psychic Fangs, and Heavy Slam. 248 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 8 in speed with an Adamant Nature. The 8 in speed for an Adamant Nature, uninvested, we hit 176. So like a very bulky Tyranitar could speed creep a 0 speed Metagross if it wants to show up. So the main building thought process here was, quite honestly, like max overall damage output. We do a ton into his team. The air balloon helping us obviously avoid the earthquakes that are coming off from the Excadrill. So we have not only Terra Grass on Iron Hands, but we also do have the air balloon on Metagross to help out with that. Rocks can be nice if we can get rocks up. The only forms of hazard removal that he's got are, I say only, 2 very reliable hazard removals in Excadrill and Tentacruel, especially because I'm not bringing a ghost type this week. Spoilers for our 6th Mon. But that is, if we can somehow avoid that situation altogether, that could be really, really nice. Knockoff, Psychic Fangs, Heavy Slam, just doing a ton of damage across the board. The Dual Stab does great. Knockoff is always great for removing items. And then just the 248 EVs and HP puts us at an odd number. So if my opponent does get any sort of hazards up, we can come in that odd number of times should we need to, and hopefully end up on that 1 HP on the final switch. Last but certainly not least, we have Vegeta the Chi-Yu. He is rocking his heavy duty boots with the Beads of Ruin ability. We have Ruination, Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, and Will-O-Wisp. 252 EVs in special attack, 4 in special defense, 252 in speed with a timid nature. Vegeta's really running his boots. He really likes his heavy duty boots, man. He's got 2 great stealth rockers in Excadrill and Tyranitar. Both really like positioned well, can very easily set up stealth rocks in front of us. So want to get the boots up to make sure that we're not losing that 25% each time. Dual Stab, like if it's not resisted, goes pretty nicely. The Beads of Ruin obviously being able to help us chunk down some of those thicker Pokemon like Palkia, like Tentacruel, things like that. Fire Blast, if it's not resisted, is just great in general across the board. Ruination can help us out with some bulkier mons on the switches, things like Zapdos, things like Palkia, things like Tyranitar potentially. Tyranitar is a very great switch into this. So being able to go for a Ruination for 50% of the HP. Will-O-Wisp being there to cripple things like Tyranitar, Excadrill outside of Sand as well. Really any Pokemon on a switch able to get that residual 6%, 12%. We're getting either way, getting that residual damage is going to be very, very nice. So that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys at the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with week number 3 in the BBL. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Stillwings. We are taking on CB Marcus. This is the homie, man. If I could tell you just how much work he's put in behind the scenes for so many of your favorite draft leagues, but just also just frankly all the work he puts in for draft leagues across the board. This guy is A1. Please go check him out. Link to his channel will be in the description. A lot of your favorite creators are already over there because they use his how to set up a same day competition video. I am a fan favorite of that video because sometimes it just doesn't, doesn't work out and you got to set up your comp the same day. So shout out CB Marcus, dude's a homie. Rest of the coaches, of course, will be in the description as well. If you guys keep the team builder, you guys can see the 6 that I am bringing on screen. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you at team preview. All right, let us see what he is bringing. I know the Excadrill's coming. He is running Terra Ghost Excadrill on there. So we have, we do see, okay, a pretty good roster of mons. We see the Palkia, of course. You bring your Ubers to your Ubers game. He's got the Sandcore. Zapdos, Dragapult, and Mienshao. So, good news-ish for us. The Terra Ghost, well, bad news-ish for us. The Terra Ghost Excadrill, unfortunately, is going to kind of negate, especially if it's like Terra Blast, like Terra Ghost, is going to, go around the whole Air Balloon Metagross thing. So, taking a look at the team, I don't hate leading off with Deoxys. It will be faster than anything, on his side of the field. Psycho Boost always has a chance to kill Deoxys from full if it's like the super set. So I don't mind leading that and just kind of seeing what happens there. And we just play around it from there. So let's see. So Palkia has what? Pressure, Sandstream. I want to assume this is Sand Rush Drill. Static Zapdos. Mienshao could be Reckless. Mienshao could be Regen. Dragapult, I would think Infiltrator, because I don't have too much around on my side that's like the need for Clear Body. So let's see what he's bringing out here. Hey, you. This is the guy you were just watching, here to let you know that this video is sponsored by Factor. Factor offers delicious, ready-to-eat meals that are fresh, never frozen, and each meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. You've got a wide variety of options each week, including Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or vegan and veggie menus. You can discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, snacks, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long. You can get 50% and free shipping on your first Factor box by clicking the link in the description, using the promo code, or scanning the QR code that's on screen. Factor's been a great option for my family and I hope it is for yours too. Now, back to the video. Leads off with Divinity, which is the Palkia. Okay. Psycho Boost does a great amount of damage, but this also does like an insane amount of damage back to us. Clefable's out there. Manaphy's out there as like a mid-ground switch, I don't hate the idea of like pivoting Manaphy right now. Let's see what he wants to go for. Max special attack should be going for like about 45 to 54. Let's see where this puts us. Goes for Surf. Okay. We're down to 287. That's a little bit more than I'd like from a water move. Did about 28. So what's the Lustrous Orb? Could be Lustrous Orb. Could be Lustrous Orb. Could be... All right, nope, it's Lustrous Orb. Okay, not Modest, right? Could be Lustrous Orb, probably max speed. I will go for a Calm Mind here and just kind of see what he wants to do. We've got our Citrus intact. If I win a speed tie, that'll be nice for us. Yep. That'll be nice for us here. The Draco Meteor puts me down to 79. I'll get my citrus here. Okay, so I don't think he wants to stay in. I don't think he wants to stay in, so like I'm fine going for a Scald right here. Yeah, it's a +1 Scald. I mean, I don't see you staying in on this right now. Like, Alluring Voice is a fine mid-ground play. But I'll go for the Scald. If I burn this, like, it's obviously quad resistance. It's going to do, like, fractions, but I don't see this thing staying in. Stays in. Okay. Do I snag a burn on this? Drag. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay, so Alluring Voice was the better play there. Now we know. Now we know what's coming out now. Oh, Iron Hands. Okay. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. We know Surf, Draco, Dragon Tail. I mean, you're at -2, so like... Is the play to just, like, Ice Punch as a neutral ground? You know? I think that's fair. Goes for a Dragon Tail. Okay. Just kind of phasing some things around. That's fine by me. Okay, Clefable's in. I think Knock is fine here. You can't Dragon Tail me. You're -2. Yeah. Was that in a shelter? The Tyranitar. Okay, so what did you have? Ah, 7 turns of sand. Okay. I can toss up a Wish here. Tyranitar might get rocks up with, like, the Dragon Tail thing. Yep, okay. Now, do I think I could come back in on rocks with Manaphy and get this? No, because I took a Dragon Tail too, so I don't think that would. I can just go for a Moonblast here. I feel like that's pretty free. Heavy Slam. Oh, that was some damage. That was some damage. All right, that's fine. We'll get our Wish and we'll get our leftovers here. I'll probably protect just to stall out a turn of sand. And as you can see, we got the nicknames back. I remembered this time. I was thinking ahead. There's the Heavy Slam again. Okay. Could go out into Manaphy's at 70. With rocks. Unfortunately, no. No. Yeah, after rocks, Manaphy is going to be... unfortunately taking a bit there. I can go out into Hands here. I feel like Hands is a fine play. He withdraws. Okay. Excadrill. Dull Scythe. Okay, yep. That's fine. Okay, so we always prefer to Terra in front of this thing. We do always prefer to Terra in front of this thing. Terra Ghost. So, like, Ice Punch is like a neutral play here, I guess? If I Terra and go for that? I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so he's going to pop Terra on Drill. Goes for Swords Dance. Okay. At +2, you're still not... Where am I at? 289? It's 64. I'll go for the Supercell here. +2 Iron Head, 48. Yeah, what if you're Life Orb? What if you're Life Orb? Let's figure that out real quick. Life Orb has a chance to kill me. I'll go for the Supercell Slam either way. If he's Life Orb, that's, you know, that's what she wrote right there. You know, that is 63% with Iron Head or a Terra Blast Ghost. Nothing we can do about that. Poison Jab. Ooh, okay. I did not expect that coming. Yep, +2 on that one. That was, yep, that was 65 to 77. And we do see Life Orb as well. Okay. Okay. So you probably have the Terra Ghost for this. My option is to go out into Deoxys here. My option is to go out into Deoxys here. I feel like this is a very obvious, like, I'm Scarf. It's like Tyranitar's low. I could bring Manaphy back in here on the Tyranitar switch. Let's try that. Because like Psycho Boost hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 mons right now. I need that Tyranitar to go away. Worst case scenario, we see if he stays in. And we go for the, you know, the Manaphy sack here. Best case scenario, we get Manaphy in for free. We can toss off a Scald onto something. He's thinking. He withdraws. Okay. Goes down to Wind Tempos, which is the Zapdos. Yep, that's a Zapdos. Sandstorm goes away. Beautiful. I will just toss off a Scald onto Zapdos. Good damage. And a burn. Beautiful. And Zapdos goes for Thunderbolt. Okay. I was not keeping track here. Excadrill, KOs, Iron Hands with Poison Jab, Zapdos, KOs, Manaphy with Thunderbolt. Okay. Let's see here. Let's clean up some of my calcs. Iron Hands is gone, unfortunately, as is Manaphy. Chi-Yu against Zapdos here. Fire Blast doing 70 to 80. Fire Blast doing a lot of damage. Could also go Metagross here. Let's go Chi-Yu. Let's go Chi-Yu. I don't remember where the Tyranitar was at, but I remember that, like, you don't want to take this, so I wonder if I just go for a Ruination here, just to bring him down further. Because that is in, because Zapdos, if it's offensive, is in Dark Pulse range. Like, ish. Dark Pulse-ish range. Preferably Fire Blast, but I'll go for the Ruination. I feel like that's safe overall. U-turn. Okay. Fine by me. We're getting a good look at his moves. Good thing, too, also, is that we did do a great amount of damage to Tyranitar in removing its Smooth Rock, so Excadrill does not have that full 7 turns of sand. Okay. We know this is not... we know this is not a Lumberry set. So I am going to go for a Will-O-Wisp here. Rock move could come out doing 66 to 78 if it's non-offensive with the burn. There's the knockoff. Okay. That's a fine play. That's a fine play. Boots being down with the rocks are a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Sitting around half from there. I feel like Clefable's a decent play here. Alternatively, could go into my own Metagross right here. But I think that's the worst idea in the world. I'm going to leave a note that I do not have my boots on Chiyu anymore. Stealth Rock, Heavy Slam, knockoff, blank. Blankety, blankety, blank. We got the chip on Zapdos. We got some chip on this. We're okay, but I'm weary. Oh, they all have Dragon Tail. Okay. Okay. In comes Clefable. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to get a Wish Up now. Do I get a Wish Up, or do I just toss off a Moonblast? Because I feel like that's the most optimal play right here. Everything is like neutral to Moonblast at this range. But also knockoff, like expecting the, because you can't go for anything else right now. Like you can't Dragon Tail me. You're burnt. I could knock off on the Excadrill incoming, or the Zapdos maybe. Wind Tempos, here comes the Zapdos. Okay. So Moonblast might have put this thing down. Knocked off Boots. Let's go Metagross here. Because I can get rocks up to kind of chip at these things and break a sash on Palted Mienshao, which have yet to hit the field. I think Zapdos goes for like a Roost here. 100%. I think that's what this does. He's already seen I don't have my Air Balloon anymore on Metagross. We know Poison Jab and Swords Dance on Excadrill. There's the Roost. Yep. Okay. Sand goes away. Okay. We're going to get rocks up. This might have Heat Wave. Thunderbolt. Okay. And we can just go back into Clefable now. Come on, Big Clef. Just Thunderbolt again. All right, not doing too much, and we'll get our leftovers here. This against... Yeah, Moonblast. Moonblast is fine. Just Roost. Okay. Special attack job would be great to make this exchange a little bit less. All right. Maybe I probably want to keep this thing healthy. I'll go for another Moonblast. Yeah. All right. I think you go for a Roost here, while I go for a Wish. Let's go for that. I wonder if I can pass this into Metagross. That'd be nice. I'd prefer that. These might not be super offensive. I haven't been looking at the damage too much on this. But like if I go for the Wish here. And I try to pass this into Metagross. Metagross at what? 163 with Rocks up? I don't think you're that much. Choose at 147. 59%, no boots. Okay. Let's just stay in. Go for a Moonblast. We'll keep the exchange up. Has the Hurricane as well. Okay. So that would have been my moment to go into Metagross to Wish past that back, but I am fine with that. Gonna be back under half. Toss up another one. Thunderbolt. 368 to 260. Did 27% to me. So that is pretty uninvested. Like, you could have some. So from that angle, Thunderbolt would have a chance to KO here. I think I got to make that play on the Roost. Try to pass into Metagross. Could get a low roll on the Thunderbolt. There's a Roost. Okay, we are able to pass back into here. Beautiful. All right. Metagross back up near full, which is where I want it to be at. Zapdos is going to run out of Roost eventually. You only get 8 of them. I haven't been keeping track, but... All right. We'll go for the wish here. Here's the U-turn. Okay, that's fine. Probably out into Excadrill. Divinity, the Palkia. Okay. All right, Palkia is going to take a little bit from Rocks. We know you have Surf. And you have the Lustrous Orb. So that's doing about 38 to 45. I'll protect here. Let's get back up to full. Moonblast has a chance to knock this out, which is great. Oh, you also have Heavy Slam. Okay. 59 to 70, so like an unfortunate amount of damage. But I think it's worth it to go for the Moonblast here. Ooh, so close. So close. Get the special attack drop. Always a good thing. I can wish up in front of Zapdos again, so I will protect here just to get a little bit of extra leftovers. I don't think this thing does too much anymore. Being as low as it is, because we got the special attack drop on it. Those are Heavy Slam. Okay. Yep. That is fine by me. The -1 Surf is doing 39 to 46 to me. So I will simply go for a knockoff here. We've done a 134. All right, we got Palkia out of the way. The Uber Slayer. All right. Metagross KOs Palkia with knockoff. That was a very long interaction. Oh, and it was Lustrous Orb. Look at us go. Okay. In comes the Excadrill. Man, if I had the Bullet Punch. If I had the Bullet Punch, wouldn't be doing enough. I'm going to swap Chiyu. I don't think Chiyu's doing it anymore for us. There's the Earthquake. Okay. Excadrill KOs Chiyu with EQ. Okay. Need to play cards correctly here. Minimal pieces on the board left. I will just go for the Psycho Boost here. He's seen me swap. I have no reason to swap. Tyranitar is burned. I can always switch into Clefable on that. All right, cool. Deoxys KOs Excadrill with Psycho Boost. Okay. All right. Not a lot of pieces on the board. We're sure as hell going to try, but not a lot of pieces on the board. Tyranitar, Zapdos, Dragapult, Mewtwo. I feel like if anything, I sack Metagross here. Here comes Wind Tempos. That is the Zapdos. Okay. Let's go Metagross. On maybe the U-turn. Yep. Okay. What you going out into now? Pull? Maybe? Gonna be a rough end game here. Got a Burnt Tyranitar, a Spadef Clef, and a Scarf Deoxys. Burnt Tyranitar on their end. Scarf Deoxys with Psycho Boost. I can get lucky. I feel like even at -2, I'll always pick off Manshao. Here comes Mother. Alright, that is going to be the Dragapult. Okay. I will go for the knockoff here. And Dragapult is going to hopefully show me what it is doing. What you got for me? Would you be Scarf Pulp? I feel like you'd have to be Scarf Pulp, right? I feel like you'd really have to be Scarf Pulp. Shadow Ball. Okay. All right, Dragon Ball KO's Metagross with Shadow Ball. Okay, so if I am Clefable and I am at 154, I do not die to one Specs Shadow Ball. I will go for the Wish. Shadow Ball does 32 to 38. I am at 39%. I'm Specs Timid. Modest Specs wouldn't make sense to me. And if it is, then great play. All right, withdraws. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Goes back out into the Tyranitar. And Tyranitar is burned. All right. I need to protect here. Tyranitar is naturally faster than me. So let's try to stall out the sand and the burn stuff here. I'm going to go for protect. Yep, tries to knock off leftovers. Okay. All right, so I think Wish into Moonblast is the play here. Because that should be getting close to Moonblast range. Over the Moonblast here. Puts me above half, which is awesome because that means I'll be at full health. Clefable KO's Tyranitar with Moonblast. Okay. All right. Zapdos, Dragapult, Mienshao. Deoxys pops Dragapult, Mienshao. I need Clefable to weaken Zapdos as much as humanly possible. I am, like, nauseous. I am nauseous. This has been a game, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't clicked like yet and subscribed to CB Marcus, I don't know what you're doing. I feel like Mienshao would have to come out. But that could also be Scarf. That could also be Scarf. Here comes Language. Okay, we'll find out real quick. Rocks go in. I go for Protect. See what you want to go for. Poison Jab. Okay. Now, riddle me this. Riddle me this. Riddle me this. Probably not, but riddle me this. Right? What am I? 181. No. I couldn't. Okay. I couldn't do that. Well. So here's the thing. If it's Scarf Mienshao, I live it with Clefable, and I can go for the Moonblast and knock it out. If it's Scarf Mienshao, I can swap into Deoxys right now, take Rocks and the Poison Jab, spam Psycho Boost till I die. Clefable, hopefully 1v1 Zapdos and Dragapult. I stay in. I stay in a Moonblast here. Yep. Puts me down to 174. All right, beautiful. Clefable KO's Mienshao. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's a... We need to play it very carefully with Clefable for Deoxys to come in and fire back and win. In comes Zapdos. Zapdos is going to be under half. Let's go for the Protect first to force a Roost, hopefully, if he's still got him. Here's the Hurricane, yep. I don't know how many Roosts he has left. If he's got any left, right? Let's go for Wish. Beautiful. Over the Protect. Zapdos has Roost. Okay, that's fine. I'm at 64. I will go for another Wish. Let's Protect. Here's another Roost. Okay. Gotta be getting low on those. Like, my wishes are going to outdo your Moonblast to a point. I have 8 left. I have half more than you. All right. Let's go for a Moonblast here. Maybe a special attack drop. All right, I'll take that. Go for my wish here. This is a hurricane. Been hitting a lot of those hurricanes. Yep, that's gonna happen. Try to toss off a wish again. There's the hurricane again. Misses on fort. All right. I think I can go for a Moonblast here pretty safely. Not going for a Roost. He might be out of Roosts. Oh. Can I break out of confusion, please? Huge! Clefable's a monster. Clefable KO's Dragapult with Moonblast. Okay. There were some free agency transactions that I was going to make after this match. And one of them involved if Manaphy did well, I was dropping Clefable and keeping Manaphy. The other one was Manaphy, Clefable does well, and I end up dropping Manaphy. We are keeping Clefable 1000%, the absolute MVP. I go for the Moonblast here. Moonblast paired with the Burn should be the game winner here. Clefable picking up 4 KOs in the tightest endgame I have had in God knows how long. Oh my God, I am sick to my stomach. GG to CB Marcus. What a game. What a game. I'm like shaky right now. I don't know if that's just that's the draft league nerves or what, but man, I am so honored to have been able to play him. Like I said at the beginning of the battle, absolute homie. He has done so much behind the scenes work for so many of your favorite creators, so many draft leagues that you either watch or haven't even heard of. The man's just a legend. Please go show him some love. The link to his channel will be in the description. Rest of the BBL coaches, of course, as well, will be in the description down below. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great, and I'll see you guys next week for game day. Later.